Hello everyone. Today we will talk about JavaScript events. So before JavaScript events, let's discuss about what is an HTML events. So HTML events are things that happens to HTML elements. Okay. When JavaScript is used in HTML pages, JavaScript can react on these events. So HTML events can be something the browser does or something a user does. Just like an HTML web page has finished loading, an HTML input field was changed, an HTML button was clicked. When events happen, you may want to do something. Okay, JavaScript lets you execute code when events are detected. HTML allows event handler attributes with JavaScript code to be added to the HTML events. So basically, this is an element. Okay, here some event occur. Here you some write JavaScript code. JavaScript code. Okay, this is basically the syntax of JavaScript events. So this is an HTML element and this is the event of JavaScript. Here you will write some JavaScript code. Okay. So instead of the single quote, you can use double quotes also. You can use both are correct. You can use any of them. Okay. I will show you an example on click event attribute with code. So I'm just removing this button from here. Instead of this, I'm adding button here also button. Okay. Instead of event, I'm just writing on click. And here I'm adding some content, JavaScript content document dot get element by ID. ID is demo. This one I'm just copying from here and add it here. Dot inner HTML equals to date. Okay. So when you save this and refresh this, and we are not why this is showing like this because we are not adding anything here. So just click. If you will click here, so it will write a date of today's. It's Monday, Jan 20th, 2020, 8:55. Okay, it's Indian Standard Time. Okay, so in this code, the JavaScript code changes the content of element with ID demo. Okay, if we will write this instead of document.get element by ID, this. So what will be the output of this? So you can see refresh and then click. So what is this does? So the code changes the content of its own elements by using this.inner.html. Okay, so JavaScript code is often used several lines long. It is more common to see event attribute calling function. So instead of this, we can use any method here, display date, and with the same name, you can write a method here. You can remove all this from here and you can write a method function as display date. And here you can write document.getElement by ID is demo. dot inner HTML equals to date. Just save, and then you can see the output. On click, you can show the output of date. Okay, so here are some common events handling. So we see on click methods. We have on change method. This is the common method basically. Common events on change, on mouse over, on mouse out. So what does this on change does? An HTML event has been changed, and on mouse over, this one, the user mouse moves the mouse over an HTML element. On mouse out, the user moves the mouse away from an HTML elements. Okay, so on key down, it is also a common event. The user pushes a keyboard key. Okay, on load, it's also a common event. The browser has finished loading the page. Okay, so all this, so we have this also what JavaScript can do. Event handler can be used to handle and verify user input, user actions, and browser actions. Okay, things that should be done every time a page loads. Things that should be done when the page is closed. Action that should be performed when a user clicks a button. Content and should be verified when a user input data, and many more. Many different methods can be used to let JavaScript work with events. We see some common methods already, and this is HTML event attribute can execute JavaScript code directly. HTML event attribute can call JavaScript function like this. This is a JavaScript function, and before this we show it like this. This one, this is basically a this thing. Execute a JavaScript code directly. You can assign your own event handler function to HTML elements. You can prevent events from being set or being handled. So all these events can try yourself. I showed you a on click method event. If you face any issue, you can add a comment section. I will definitely reply on that. So that's all for today. This is the basic of all events. Okay. In the next video, we will talk about JavaScript strings. Please subscribe my channel. It motivates me to do more videos.